I'm Kaylee Collada, your co-host for this segment of HubCityTV.
And I'm your other co-host, Katie Rowe. In this segment, we'll cover health and safety around the Pine Belt. Our first story covers the facts and issues behind ADHD.
In today's society, learning disabilities seem common, but their symptoms and treatments are not.
The Hattiesburg Clinic hosts an event to help educate the public on recognizing the symptoms.
In our next story, reporter Katie Rowe and anchor teaches us the symptoms.
Many children are misdiagnosed because we are not well informed, and we will say that that child has an attention problem, and what he just showed you in there is they don't.
Get good, accurate information and then just take care of the child.
Counselors, speech pathologists, and parents are just a few of those who attended Hattiesburg Clinic's Connections 12th Annual ADHD and Related Concerns Conference. This two-day event teaches what you need to know about ADHD, but also about different learning disabilities that often go unidentified or treated incorrectly.
Wait, a good way to calm them down.
One of them may have the attention, and then the other one may have the sluggish cognitive tempo, and then you may have them in the same classroom. But you have to be able to meet both of those child's needs. And so to be able to, like I said, know what you're looking for.
According to Healthline, many times children are misdiagnosed because their symptoms are similar to a different disorder, and this conference is aimed towards repairing this gap. The Hattiesburg Clinic also played host to another free event this week.
That's right, Katie. The Claiborne at Hattiesburg partners with Hattiesburg Clinic's Memory Center and the Mississippi Department of Mental Health to host a free virtual dementia tour.
The tour allows participants to experience the struggles of living with Alzheimer's.
Some of their reactions may surprise you. Reporter Tyler Angel has the story.
Sounds as abrupt and blaring as these were but a few included in the soundtrack used to demonstrate what those with dementia perceive on a daily basis. This, coupled with dulling the senses of touch and sight, were the requirements for wearing the shoes of those diagnosed with the disorder in the simulation.
I was just also trying to figure out what she said. I didn't even know in the very beginning, so I was kind of walking around aimlessly trying to figure it out. It took me a really, really long time to be able to figure it out that we actually had to do stuff.
Participants were given a simple set of instructions while listening to the typical sounds that those with dementia hear while talking to people. They were then requested to perform these simple functions using limited senses.
In 2013, the Norwegian Center for Movement Disorders in Bergen conducted a test observing 182 Norwegians who had been diagnosed with Parkinson's. Of those, 27% developed dementia by year 3. That's over 1 in 4 people that develop cognitive impairment after diagnosis with Parkinson's that have to experience life with these types of restrictions on a daily basis.
People with Alzheimer's disease, as they progress through their dementia, they get optic nerve damage in the brain. So even if their vision's good, they can't see in the periphery. It's like they've got blinders on.
After the simulation, participants found themselves with a deeper appreciation and understanding for those who carry the unfortunate disorder.
As cigarette smoke declines, water pipe, better known as hookah smoking, gains popularity across the nation,
including right here in the Pine Belt, and especially among young smokers.
According to the American Lung Association, 1 in 5 American teens smoke hookah at least once. The study reports these smokers believe it's less harmful than cigarette smoking.
Many healthcare professionals, however, say otherwise. HubCityTV reporter Gabby Boyd has the story.
Petra Cafe is a popular spot here in Hattiesburg that lets hookah smokers enjoy their favorite flavors. Many people believe that hookah smoking is not as harmful as smoking cigarettes.
I don't know why. It's just not bad for you, you know? Chocolate could be bad for you, soda and all that, you know, junk. But hookah is not bad for me, you know? It could be though, but it's not bad.
Hookahs are water pipes that flavored tobacco is smoked out of. The tobacco is covered with foil, which is punctured and then heated with charcoal. Hookah is very popular in the Pine Belt and is used to calm the nerves of many people. However, it has reverse side effects. Professor and Associate Dean of Clinical Sciences at William Carey University, Dr. Rance McLean says that the risks are far worse.
There's charcoal that goes along with the flavored tobacco that's in the hookah, and that has brought up other health risks and health concerns, the fact that that charcoal's in there. So during that session, the cumulative amount of toxins that you would get and the cumulative amount of smoke that you take in is greater than somebody who smokes a pack of cigarettes a day.
Reporting to you for HubCityTV, I'm Gabrielle Boyd.
A recent report by the CDC estimates 40,000 women die of breast cancer in the U.S. Of that number, nearly 500 are Mississippians.
Breast cancer ranks #1 among cancer deaths in Mississippi. Reporter Brianna Spears has the story.
According to nationalbreastcancer.org, doctors diagnose more and more women with breast cancer each year. Women's health and nurse practitioner Tara Price suggests women do self-breast examinations. Price says this makes them more familiar with their breasts so they can detect if something feels wrong. Finding a lump doesn't always mean cancer. Price says that's why testing is so important.
Some that have come back and it's been nothing. It's been a cyst.
She says women ages 19 to 21 are less likely to contract the disease. Price says 70% of women who fail to get the exam come back with something abnormal.
We told them, you know what, this just feels kind of interesting. We're going to do some further testing, and then mammogram would come back and say we need ultrasound. Ultrasound would come back and say we need biopsy. Biopsy would come back and say we have breast cancer.
Southern Miss Nursing student Brianna Worthy says if the cancerous disease runs in your family, you should get checked regularly. She says her aunt and best friend's mother were both diagnosed with breast cancer. Worthy says only her aunt survived. Finding and treating it early is key to survival.
She didn't want to do treatment. She thought it was too invasive, so she tried different herbal remedies and things of that nature, but that didn't work. So she ended up doing chemo and radiation, but by the time she decided to do that actual process, the staging of breast cancer, she was in the 4th stage and it was just too late for her to get everything cleared out. So she ended up passing away.
Both Worthy and Price encourage all women to get checked. However, Price says your partner should help in this process.
If your partner ever says, honey, I've never felt this before, that's a sign.
I'm Brianna Spears reporting for Hub City TV.
Don't go away, we cover Sacred Heart Soccer.
And bring you a touching story about redemption in our next segment, the Hub City Blitz.